Hey there, folks. It's Boris the Dog here, and I've got the inside scoop on all the top dog trends for 2025. Trust me, these 5 trends are wag-worthy, and I can't wait for you to hear all about them in our brand new podcast featuring my pals Riley the Retriever and Sophie the Shepherd. They're going to dig into everything from the coolest new doggy diets to the hottest e-commerce trends, so buckle up and get ready. All right, enough of me. Let's jump right into the good stuff. Cue the podcast.
Welcome to our deep dive today. We're going to be sniffing out the hottest trends shaping the American dog landscape in 2025. You won't believe our source for this one. It's an article titled, Uplifting Insights Igniting the American Dog Landscape in 2025. And get this, it's written by Boris the Dog on askboris.com. Yes, you heard right. The author is a dog. So get ready for some tail-wagging insights. They might just change how you care for your furry friend.
A dog dishing out the dog-related trends. Color me intrigued. I'm ready to dig in.
Me too. So Boris kicks things off with a trend he calls premiumization, which basically means dog food isn't just kibble anymore. Pet parents are looking for high-quality, specialized diets for their pups, just like we've seen with human food trends like think grain-free, limited ingredient, even fresh frozen meals tailored to specific needs.
Yeah, it makes sense. We're all more aware of what we're putting into our bodies these days, and that extends to our furry family members. What's interesting to me is that this isn't just a passing fad, right? The market for these health-focused dog foods, it's projected to hit like a whopping $3.5 billion in 2025.
Wow. That is a lot of gourmet dog food. And it's growing fast, too, like 20-25% annually. Have you noticed this shift in your local pet store? I swear. Half the aisle is now devoted to fancy dog food brands with ingredients I can barely pronounce.
Definitely. And there's a good reason for this growth. Better nutrition can mean healthier dogs, potentially preventing those big, expensive vet bills down the road. It's like investing in their well-being from the inside out.
Right. It's preventative.
Right.
Boris actually backs this up with some hard data. He says that some brands offering these specialized diets, they've seen their market share jump by 30% since 2023. That's a huge leap. So if your dog has allergies or maybe tummy troubles, you'll be happy to know there's a whole buffet of specialized recipes out there, from fresh frozen to air-dried, to fit every budget.
That's great. This focus on proactive care, it goes beyond just food, too. Preventative healthcare is also trending upwards. Telemedicine and online vet consultations are becoming more and more popular, which is driving a 9.5% growth in the digital pet care market last year. So that translates to like millions more dogs accessing vet care from the comfort of their own homes.
Talk about convenient. I can definitely see why busy pet parents are loving this trend. And with all this emphasis on preventative care, it's no surprise that the demand for joint supplements, dental chews, even anxiety aids for our furry friends is also skyrocketing.
Absolutely. Boris highlights that the supplement market is seeing a steady 12% annual growth. It's clear that pet parents are willing to invest in their dog's overall well-being, not just when they're sick, but to prevent issues down the line.
So it's not just about fixing problems, it's about keeping those tails wagging proactively. Speaking of tech, Boris also talks about the digital transformation taking over the pet world. Online shopping for pet products is exploding. And get this, it's expected to make up 36% of all pet product sales by 2025.
It's all about convenience these days. Think about it. Same-day delivery from companies like Chewy and Amazon. It's now covering around 70% of urban areas. That means you can get like your dog's food, treats, toys, even that adorable new sweater delivered straight to your door in a flash.
Wow. And it gets even more convenient. Boris says 45% of millennial dog owners, they're hooked on auto-renewal services for food and treats, even breed-specific items. Are you part of this subscription surge? I have to admit, it's pretty tempting to never have to worry about running out of dog food again.
It is tempting, but there's more to it than just convenience. This trend is fueled by the rise of AI and personalization in the pet market. Algorithms are now analyzing your purchase history and your dog's breed traits to recommend products tailored to their individual needs. It's like having a personal shopper for your pup.
So instead of just browsing endless aisles of products, you get curated suggestions based on your dog's age, breed, size, even their activity level. No more guessing games at the pet store.
Exactly. This level of personalization is a win-win for everyone. It helps pet parents make more informed choices, and it leads to happier dogs who get exactly what they need.
I love that. Happier dogs. And get this, some websites even offer virtual try-on features for harnesses and collars. You can see how it would look on your dog before you buy it. Talk about taking the guesswork out of online shopping.
It's pretty amazing how technology is changing the pet industry. Those virtual try-ons have actually helped reduce return rates by 18%. That means fewer disappointed pups and less hassle for their humans.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about breed-specific demands. Hold on to your leashes, folks. Because French Bulldogs, they're predicted to be the top breed in the U.S. in 2025, especially in cities.
Move over labs. Those adorable Frenchies are taking the dog world by storm. In some big cities, they already make up a whopping 68% of the dog population.
Wow, that's a lot of Frenchies. What's driving this Frenchie frenzy?
Well, their compact size and friendly nature make them a perfect fit for apartment living. And as their popularity has soared, so has the demand for breed-specific gear. Think specialized harnesses designed for their unique build, cooling mats to help them beat the heat, even Frenchie-themed clothing and accessories.
Boris says that sales of Frenchie-themed accessories alone, they jumped by 34% in 2024. That's a whole lot of Frenchie swag.
It's a testament to how much we love our furry friends and how willing we are to cater to their specific needs, even down to their breed.
This Frenchie phenomenon brings up an important point about responsible breeding practices. Breeding brachycephalic dogs.
Yeah.
Which means those with flat faces like French Bulldogs requires extra care and attention.
Exactly. Their unique facial structure can sometimes lead to breathing problems and other health issues if breeding isn't done carefully and ethically.
So it's crucial for breeders to prioritize the health and well-being of their dogs above all else. That means adhering to strict health certifications, screening for genetic conditions, and ensuring responsible breeding practices.
And for anyone considering adding a Frenchie to their family, it's essential to do thorough research and find a reputable breeder who puts the dog's health first.
Absolutely. Of course, adopting from a shelter or rescue organization, that's always a fantastic option. And speaking of adoption, there's good news on that front. Boris reports that about 15% more dogs found homes through shelters in 2024. It's heartwarming to see more people opening their hearts and homes to shelter pups.
It's a win-win situation. You get a loving companion, and a deserving dog gets a second chance at a happy life.
Now, let's shift gears and talk about the retail landscape. It's a tale of two markets right now, with big chains consolidating their power on one hand and niche retail strategies emerging on the other.
On the big chain side, we've got giants like Petco and PetSmart expanding their reach, with in-house clinics, grooming centers, and even those super speedy delivery services we talked about earlier. They're playing the convenience card. And it seems to be working.
Boris points out that Petco's 30-minute delivery partnership, it has already captured 8% of the quick commerce market. And PetSmart's Smart Care clinics, which offer bundled services like vet care and grooming. They're attracting a lot of customers.
But independent stores are finding their own way to thrive. They're focusing on unique, locally sourced products, often with an emphasis on organic and artisanal goods. They're creating a shopping experience that you just can't replicate online.
It's like a breath of fresh air in a world dominated by big box stores. Some independent stores even saw a 10% revenue increase in 2024 by focusing on this niche strategy.
It's all about offering something special, something that resonates with pet parents who are looking for quality, personalized service, and a sense of community. Think pop-up grooming events, adoption drives, or even just friendly advice from knowledgeable staff who genuinely care about your dog.
So it's a battle of big box convenience versus local charm. Where do you prefer to shop for your dog's needs? I have to admit, I'm torn. I love the ease of online shopping, but I also appreciate the personal touch and unique offerings of my local pet store.
I'm with you on that. I think both have their advantages. Ultimately, it comes down to personal preference and what works best for your lifestyle.
Of course, even the booming pet market can't escape the impact of inflation. Boris points out that in 2024, 32% of dog owners reported cutting back on non-essential items for their pups, things like fancy toys and designer sweaters.
It's understandable. When prices go up, everyone has to make adjustments.
But here's the interesting part. Spending on must-haves like vet care and insurance, it actually increased by 9% last year. It seems like pet parents are willing to prioritize their dog's health and well-being, even when they're feeling the pinch financially.
It makes sense. Our dogs are family, and we want to make sure they get the care they need no matter what. It's a sign of how deeply we care for them.
And speaking of financial planning for your furry friend, Boris reminds us that investing in pet insurance early on can really help offset those unexpected vet bills down the road, especially for breeds prone to certain health conditions.
It's like a safety net for your pet's health. It can give you peace of mind knowing that you'll be able to provide the best possible care for your dog, even if the unexpected happens.
Finally, let's talk about sustainability and ethical concerns in the pet industry. This is something that's becoming increasingly important to pet parents.
Absolutely. There's a growing demand for transparency and eco-friendly practices, and the industry is responding. Around 40% of dog food brands are aiming to switch to biodegradable packaging by 2025. And there's been a crackdown on misleading natural labels.
That's great news for both our pups and the planet. It's reassuring to see the pet industry taking steps to become more sustainable and ethical. It's encouraging to see that more and more brands are prioritizing that clear labeling and the sustainable practices. It makes it easier for us as pet parents to make those informed choices that align with our values.
Transparency is key. We want to know what we're feeding our dogs. And we want to know where those ingredients are coming from. Knowing that we're making choices that are good for the planet, well, that's an added bonus.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it. It's clear that the American dog landscape is undergoing some pretty major transformations, from the rise of premium pet food and the digital innovations, to the Frenchie phenomena and the evolving retail scene. It's a dynamic and exciting time to be a dog lover.
It really is. It's been fascinating to explore these trends with you and to see how they reflect our changing relationship with our canine companions.
As we wrap up our deep dive today, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. One of the biggest takeaways for me is that pet parents are more informed and invested in their dog's well-being than ever before.
Absolutely. We're seeing a shift from simply providing food and shelter to really understanding our dog's individual needs and providing them with the best possible care throughout their lives.
And this shift in mindset, well, it's driving innovation across the pet industry, from nutrition and healthcare to the way we shop for our furry friends.
It's incredible to see how much the industry has evolved in just a few years. And it's all because of the deep bond we share with our dogs, their family, and we want the best for them.
So what does this all mean for you as a dog owner? It means you have more resources and options than ever before to give your dog a happy, healthy, and fulfilling life.
Yeah, it's about staying informed, being curious about new trends, and advocating for the well-being of all dogs.
And even as the industry continues to evolve, remember that the most important thing remains the same, that unconditional love and companionship we share with our furry friends.
That's the heart of it all.
So go give your pup a scratch behind the ears, maybe a premium, ethically sourced treat, and enjoy the wonderful journey of dog ownership. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the American dog landscape in 2025.
Wow, how about those trends, huh? Whether you're looking into snazzy digital tech for your pup or fancy new chow to keep him healthy, it's clear that 2025 is going to be our year to shine. If you want all the fascinating details, click the link in the description below and head over to my AskBoris.com website and read the full article, Uplifting Insights Igniting the American Dog Landscape in 2025. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Before you scamper off, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more dog-friendly updates, and stick around for our next video. It's right here waiting to make your tail wag. Thanks for watching and see you soon. This is Boris at AskBoris.com wishing you peace, love, and bacon. Snip you later.